Signature tries to make her mark at Black Ink, but Kitty is not having it. Donna and Ceaser are still not seeing eye to eye, and Dez is moving to New York. The review is up next.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
I sleep with the gun. Then she don't snow.
Hey!
Where the love go? Trade the ski mask. Put a mask on.
There's Nakia.
It's your world.
She simply.
We are live, y'all, in the AfterBuzz studio, and the kids definitely feeling her vibes today. What's up, y'all?
What's up? I'm Nakia Monet, and for those who can't see us, I'm doing Harlem shaking, I'm Millie rocking, I'm doing literally every New York dance.
Killing it.
But I don't have no rhythm, so what's that?
You do have rhythm. You had it. You get it.
Who is she?
People from Brooklyn should be ashamed that I'm from there. Sorry.
What's up, y'all? We are your Black Ink crew review crew. Black Ink crew review crew.
And we got a full panel today.
And we're here today to talk about your favorite TV show, Black Ink Crew New York. I'm here with my girls, y'all.
Hey guys.
We know it's Superstar Dancing with the Stars.
Hey, there's a start. I am Kiki Boom Boom, also Nakia Monet.
Yes, Kiki Boom.
Hey guys, I am LMarie. And I'm your girl, Drew Jones.
And
Something about this song just makes you want to like.
This song just makes you want to like go dumb and forget what's happening.
Facts. I'll shake it. I'm sorry.
Which I wish I could kind of forget what happened on this episode because people be getting me aggy on this
except
show.
for the end, it's
except,
gonna be hard.
Except for my good sis Kitty.
New York is an Aggie place, though.
Excuse me.
Listen, we don't mean that.
We don't
I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, like, New Yorkers will pop off.
Listen,
New Yorkers will come
us
for
New
you.
Yorkers are very misunderstood. We are very nice people.
You are.
It's just everything's a rush. You know what I'm saying? We're very loving.
I learned how
Just
beautiful,
aggressive.
like how beautifully spirited New Yorkers were during the blackout.
Oh yeah.
Everybody was so, like, there was no violence. Everybody was working together.
Yeah.
Everybody was just really, being helpful to each other. So I believe you.
It's just that when we gotta go to work, move.
It's just like, exactly.
That could happen in Chicago.
Basically.
All the lights out. What?
Now Chi-Town, that's a
You
whole.
wake up the next day, half the city gone. Okay, that's a shame.
Chi-Town, first you got to thaw out before you do anything.
That's a fact.
Because you're going to freeze.
True.
How was you guys' week?
It's good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Nice and
Drew, you had a good week.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a good day.
Yeah.
You had a good week?
I had a good week. Not bad. It's hump day, so
I don't want to put Drew on
Yeah.
last, but she got good news today.
Oh yeah, I got a raise.
Hey!
Not like
So a bitch is rich. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding.
What about y'all? What's good?
I had a really good week. Not bad. Can't complain. I'm here. The Lord is, good.
that's
Working
right.
in his ways.
Working in his way. Hallelujah.
Amen.
I'm happy to be here on a Wednesday. I love being here on Wednesdays. We're here. We're a little late, y'all. But we're here.
Oh yeah.
We're here. Yeah, we had a little schedule
forgot about that.
switcheroo today, but it's all good. We're still here to talk about your favorite show. And today the episode was hyphy-ish. There was a lot going on with some fighting and some typical fighting and some trying to have some making up and a little family reunion. Let's get right into it. I want to start talking about Skye.
The good sis.
Love her.
Skye had this wonderful reunion with her sons last week. Actually convinced Genesis actually came and talked or whatever. But this week, he opened up. He said, I had to become the man that I'm, supposed to be and kind of let go of some of my pain on my own and just transform on my own before I could accept you in. And he's at that place now. And now his little brother is in trouble because we find out that one of his friends is not only shot, but murdered in his apartment. He loses his life, which, first of all, I don't want to go back home ever after that. Yeah. Like, I don't want to live there anymore. You know what I'm saying? And Genesis kind of steps up as a big brother, and he's like, look, you need to straighten out, because if you're hanging with the right people, that wouldn't have happened around you, and I need you to be there. So we get to see like a brotherly bond between them, and him kind of like step in, like, come on, little bro, like get straight. We need to get you straight. And I thought that was a really cool moment. How do you feel about finally getting to see them interact in that way, family-wise?
I like it, and especially Genesis stepping up and being the big brother. Not only that, like, I've been through these things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want to see you go through that. And you're in a position where you don't have to go through that. So
Exactly.
you need to, you know, take a look at your friends and reevaluate things.
Because it's so funny looking at Des and looking at Genesis. You can see the pain in Genesis' eyes. Like, you can see the hurt on him. But Des seems like...
Seems so innocent.
He seems innocent, or like it's very covered up. Like he might have there's another side going on because you can't see it on him the way you see it on Genesis.
And it's interesting because like Des kind of had a different upbringing where he was adopted and he lived in a different home, where Genesis was kind of with his dad and he was, you know, in and out of trouble. So I love to see like the big brother kind of pull his little brother in and be like, this is where we need to go. And they're still hurting from the hurt from their mom. So I love that they're all together and they're trying to figure everything out. And I love to see Genesis in a calm state because last season, for those who didn't understand, we see him so angry, and now we're starting to understand.
And that was real
angry.
hurt. Like they showed a clip. Like they showed a clip of some conversations from previous seasons, and he was like, you could tell the tear was just so real. Like it's nothing acting about him. That's why I appreciate how authentic he is about this. Like, no, I'm not gonna just come smile at you because you're on the show now. It's giving me even more reason to resent you because I feel like that's why you're trying to now shine light on us. But he was like, I just wanted a call. Like you can really see that pain behind him, really wanting that call. So and I'm so happy for them right now.
I kind of wish we knew a little bit more about their backstory because I don't think we know everything, because this episode Genesis said something like, remember it was just me and you, and it's like that, you know, you remember some things from when you were like maybe 4 you know, 3 or 4, and they made it seem like that's when she left them, but it's like it had to be later than that, or maybe there was a lot of back and forth, because for a child to say that and remember that, like, oh, it was me and you back in the day, and it's from a memory, not just like something you've been told, like, oh, my mom, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it was us. And it felt so genuine, like it was just me and you at first. We were the ones really rocking this out. So I'm like, I wonder really how their relationship went. And I think that is why, like we've said that before, like he remembers stuff, but I think he's also been through it a lot with her. And she said that too, like your firstborn, they're with you through all the struggles. They see everything, you know what I mean? So, but it is good that he got to this point in his life to be able to forgive her and open up to her.
Definitely. I love it. I love to see the healing. And then Skye gets to share the good news with Ceaser, and Caesar's like, get out of here. You mean Genesis, the same Genesis I went to go talk to? Because that's who he was crying to. Like, I wanted that phone call. He gets to see the evolution of their relationship. And the fact that Caesar's been in Skye's life so long, I'm sure he knows what Skye's been through and her transformation. So this is just like happy for your friend. Like, you got your sons back. Like, that's what's up. So now we get to see if she's gonna have it in her to be a mom. Yeah. To like really, really be a mom, because okay, once Cease finds out, okay, cool, Des is doing great, finds out that that he got in some trouble, he calls him into the shop, he has a conversation with him, and he's like, look, I know you're hanging around the wrong people, because that wouldn't have happened. He reiterates it. He's like, why don't you come in? And he hires him as an intern to keep him out of trouble. And I thought that moment was so awesome. How y'all feel about that?
I did too. It was like, I love Cease and Skye's relationship. Like, they really are like their brother and sister. You know what I mean? Blood doesn't have to make you, you know, family to somebody. So I think that's just amazing. Like, he's stepping up. Like, okay, your mom out here wilding a little bit.
Exactly. So he was like, where's your mom? And she's like, in Miami. She goes off to Miami like already, doesn't tell anybody. She convinces her son to stay. Her son stays, and then she jets off to Miami. So Caesar's like, what?
That's
so
why I'm interested to see, like, going forward, like, if he is interning at the shop, I am interested to see, like, while he's there, how Skye will act. Like, will he be turning up? I feel like she's going to probably forget that he's there and then, like, slap somebody in.
They got so many plans for him. Like, he can get the Hennessy. He can run they got him running all the errands. They like, he's not old enough to get Hennessy yet, y'all. Y'all got to keep him on track now.
Right?
Don't have him running and get the Hennessy and shit, making the weed runs. We cannot have Dad. Look, we trying to save him from trouble. Right? Yeah, but that was cool. Like, I just hope Cease keeps his cool, because Cease has been wilding on Cease wild on everybody. Okay, so let me rewind a little bit. This new chick walks in. This new chick named Signature comes in. I don't even want to get the signature yet. Matter of fact, before we even go there, can we get a little bit of live read and then we'll go?
Yeah. Hey, AfterBuzzers, our network produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality, sci-fi, and more. There's no network that works harder to serve television fans. but we need your help. We're asking you to please subscribe to one or more of our channels, and by doing so, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help us continue to grow. And if you're worried about those annoying notifications, don't even worry, because they're optional. So hit the subscribe button, check out all of our other AfterBuzz channels, and let us know you did so in the comments so we can shout you guys out. But for now, we really do appreciate you guys supporting us, and we thank you all so much for making us the ESPN of TV talk.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. And shout out to everybody listening to us on Spotify and on iTunes. Give us some 5 stars and let us know what you think about the review. Chime in. Let us know what you want us to cover next week so we can talk about that too. Back to Black Ink New York. Okay, so everybody's chilling at the shop. Everybody's, having fun doing what they normally do. In walks this chick named Signature. And Signature is a brand ambassador marketing specialist, and she wants to take over Black Ink's marketing specialist, take them to the next level, because she approaches C's like, you a boss, right? You a boss. You want to take it to the next level, right? You need somebody like me in your life or whatever. Like, she had that vibe. So basically, C starts to have a talk with her, and Kitty comes and approaches her like, excuse me, like, I think you should be talking to me. I'm the brand ambassador. I'm the, marketing specialist. And C's kind of lets this chick kind of like disrespect Kitty. Like, what is up with C's disrespecting his day one homie?
And he knew what he was doing because he said it. Like, I know it's irritating Kitty, but I'm just going to listen to her. Like,
C's, a lot of the men in Black Ink New York, I feel like don't have respect for the women there. And I'm not saying that, respect is earned, but I feel like if anyone, Kitty absolutely earned respect.
For sure.
And this Signature chick, first of all, they're on VH1. Like, they're doing okay.
She was an implant.
They're doing okay with the branding, sweetheart. Like, we're good.
But no thanks.
What are you gonna get us on BET? We're good.
Exactly.
We're already here making coins.
We made it.
Yeah.
We made it. I think, and sometimes like Ceaser and like a lot of the guys, like you said, they're like, I think he gets off on knowing that like, okay, these two chicks might be fighting over me, but it's like, no, as the boss, you're supposed to step up and let her know like, there is a line, there's a chain of command, and yes, I do own it, but this is the young lady you need to speak to. But I think even the way she was talking that New York hustle, like, because you need this, what do you, and I'm like, okay, bring it. And I think that kind of turned him on a little bit, and not like in a sexual way, but just like, oh, she kind of like, I think she talked him to the hustle where I think when she was disrespecting Kitty, like calling her mosquito and making fun of her name, I think to him he just was like, oh, this is kind of funny, and it wasn't.
It wasn't though.
It's not funny. It was disrespectful. I would have felt away.
And if you're questioning people's loyalty to you, maybe show them that you rock with them as. If you're if you're their boss and if you're the one in charge and you want that respect and you want that loyalty, don't be letting people come up in here and talking all crazy to your
employees. It's like a free for all in New York. It's like anybody can walk up in there and say they do whatever, and whoever was there can get disrespected and cast out. And that's the thing I don't appreciate about Season. I'll get into that a little bit more as we get into the episode, but
that's why Donna's probably up. Like, though Donna is being bratty, but I can see where it's like, all right, we've been friends for this long. You're letting all these new people come in and disrespect. The shops are torn up in New Orleans. Homegirls coming in. You guys are letting go of like, it's a lot. So I think he has a lot to do being the boss and working with his team. Like, Bay on maternity leave. You got the poor girl coming in. So I think he has to figure that out. He's doing the most.
He's really doing the most. Meanwhile, so Kitty leaves. And she leaves kind of peacefully, but she leaves a salty taste in Kitty's mouth, and you could tell. Like, she comes in, she doesn't rant. Everybody's laughing. Everybody finds it funny, but Kitty, because Kitty feels threatened, I'm sure. Like, who is this chick? And she's kind of cute. So it's like she's looking like she's trying to sell something more than a marketing plan that sees. You know what I mean?
I don't think Kitty felt intimidated or anything like that. I think she felt disrespected.
But you know that natural thing, like, wait a minute, hold up. You come in here trying to do my job, like, no, you should. No, let me see that.
And maybe because he was entertaining her.
Like, but maybe he just did it for the look. I don't know. She was obviously planted. Like, come on, like she was planted. She walked in there as a part of production.
Randomly walks into something.
She's like, get at me.
Pay me, I'll do it.
1-800 signature. Like, she just has cheesy
First of all, that's not your government name,
right?
It's
so
not.
Bye.
And what made you say, you know what?
Signature
is gonna be
it.
Yeah. Speaking of, let's go into like the way things are between Cease and Donna right now, because I'm really not understanding why when Cease has a disagreement with somebody on his staff, he treats them like they have not helped build this brand that they have. It's like he treats them like their enemies. So basically, Donna's at home. She's trying to check herself, and she doesn't want to lose everything that she's built with Black Ink Crew. So Alex kind of talks some sense into her and is like, why don't you pull up at the shop and let's see what's what. Just talk it out. Like, don't just walk away from your legacy. Black Ink, you helped build it. And she shows up. Meanwhile, okay, so Toki has a party. Toki throws a
paint
sip party. So which is a cool new idea to kind of bring some people in, and they just figured, okay, let's see what this Toki thing is all about. And at the party, Donna shows up because she wants to try to make peace or try to at least have a conversation, but her whole thing is she wants Cease to treat her with respect. And so she admits that the ultimatum was ballsy, but it was basically she was trying to force him to respect what she brought to the table and how loyal she was to him, and she just felt like she wasn't getting the respect. So that's what the real clash is. That's why she went that far, because she's demanding respect in a petty way. And when she goes into the shop, Ceaser just shuts her down like, what the F you doing here? You don't even belong here. You don't even work here no more. Yo, get the fuck out.
Look at this.
Like, look at this. And it's annoying because I don't get, he really throws people and tosses them out like no loyalty whatsoever. No sense of like, okay, let's see what's up. But he makes a point, like, you're not gonna, first of all, we know Ceaser alpha male. You're not going to keep being bratty and trying to make an alpha male do some shit that they don't want to do. That's not how you approach an alpha male. So I just think her approach to it is all wrong. They're not stroking his ego. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the real problem.
But here's the thing. An alpha male doesn't have to consistently remind you that he's the boss. If you're a real alpha, first of all, I hate the term alpha male because whatever. But Ceaser constantly has to remind them that he's a boss. Act like a boss then. Like, bring some stability to their lives, because as far as I'm concerned, all you do is call everybody bitches and then get mad when people aren't respecting you or being loyal to you. And it's like, you're sitting here acting like our jobs are just willy-nilly, like, replace it. Like, I bring no value to this company. So why would I sit here and, do blood, sweat, and tears and be loyal to you if I can be...
He got a little pep in his blood because he be quick to be like, y'all bitches tripping. Yeah. Like, I was the B word a lot
Kitty
to your
didn't
friends.
pop off when I was like, really? Yeah. You took that? Like, that's
like,
not
maybe
okay.
I could take that from my homegirls, but from a guy, randomly,
like,
you keep calling us out our name.
Be damned if my boss starts calling me a bitch.
He called them several. Several.
I'm like, I don't care what work. Like, listen, I understand some work settings are more lax than others, but that's just not how it works.
But that's just always like the thing where he's getting a little too comfortable. When we talked about that on the other show, where you're supposed to be the boss and set this example, when you're just like, these are the homies and I can talk to you any type of way. But when you try to boss up, you get upset because your employees are not listening to you, but that's because you guys are friends.
It's just coming off as like egotistical.
You didn't set that line.
And then he just always just goes off right away, like him and Teddy. Like, talk to me, like, who are you talking to? Like,
and they check him at the shop. They check him like you could have gone and just heard her out. He's like, F her, I don't want to hear nothing because she being a brat. But I do feel that, like, don't keep coming to me with immature tactics trying to get attention and respect, because I'm going to show you, you know what I'm saying? Like, why you don't do that.
But, and I know people hate when we draw this comparison, but for instance, how Ryan handles Nine Meg. Ryan is not necessarily their friend. He's their boss. He does fun stuff with them. He goes on trips with them. He gets turned with them. But there's never been a question of who's the boss up in there, because Ryan still has that line very clear. Ceaser, on the other hand, smashed Kitty, constantly blurs lines with all the women in there, constantly blurs lines with his friend. Like, he's friends with everybody, which is cool, whatever, but you can't get mad when people start treating you like a friend rather than their boss if that's all you've ever shown them that you are.
So, Lanisha, remind me, because I just had a little brain fart. What happened at the party between Kitty and Cease before? Because Signature shows back up at the paint party. The paint party is super successful, by the way. It's popping. They got neon paint everywhere. It's looking like a great time. It's looking like a Black Ink turn up.
Because she spoke up. She was the one that said, like, oh, Cease, you didn't have to do her like that.
Right.
You could have talked to her. Give her that respect. And then Cease just popped off. Like,
right. And he started disrespecting
like, now
her.
You have an opinion, Kitty? Like, yo.
Yeah, like, now you talking up. Now you... And Kitty is like, what? And he's like, you don't like it, you could go. So Kitty
like,
is like,
where's
all
this
right
coming
then,
from?
you know,
Bet.
Kitty.
I wonder if he has like PTSD from like his dealings with like Puma and oh shit, because
And
like
Duchess.
and
I'm
Duchess.
wondering if he's having like egotistical, like
It
he's
could
just
be
becoming an
'cause from past
egomaniac
seasons,
right
you know,
now.
like these were like his really like Duchess was his woman, damn near his wife.
Yeah.
Ocean and Puma, these are like his best friends, and they all started this together before all these new people came in. So I wonder if he feels like, you know, I did everything wrong with them. Let me try to do it this way. But he's not realizing you are not actually taking any lessons from those three. You're actually doing everything wrong.
He went off on a rant like, I'm the only one that was tattooing the projects. I was the only one. Meanwhile, he doesn't put the endings on any of his words. He was like, I was in the project. I was the only one tattooing. Y'all ain't gonna go. I'm like,
I need him to
slow
not have
down,
another
breathe,
panic
bro.
attack.
Right.
Just chill.
Slow down,
For real.
breathe, stop tripping. But anyway, he goes off on Kitty, and Kitty is like, all right, well, bye, deuces. So she goes outside, and she's going off. How does he think he going? Who he think he is? He need to learn some respect. And she was cool with being out of the shop, and then Signature pulls up with a bottle to say like, hey, got liquor. How you doing? Going to the party. And then Kitty is like, oh, you just gonna pull up where I work. You just gonna pull up at my shop and start disrespecting me. And so Kitty toots her little butt right on back up in that shop after she just walked out and quit, after she was like, fuck C's or whatever. She definitely walked back up in there to claim her territory. And I just feel bad for Signature because I feel like she showed in at the wrong time.
I don't feel bad for her.
Well, I don't feel bad for her, but she did. She like, she showed up at the wrong time
but
because
she
Kitty was
didn't
already.
necess-
She had already gotten hyped.
Yeah, she didn't come for Kitty yet, though. She hadn't come for Kitty.
But
She just knew what she was
but
doing.
here's the thing: she came up into Kitty's shop. Because
Right.
let's be real,
Go
that's
see
Kid-
shop.
But it but
Kitty's
let's be-
territory.
It's Kitty's territory,
Yeah.
and came disrespectful from day one. Like, because Kitty didn't necessarily do anything at 1st. Signature's the one who came up in there acting all crazy. So then
She
you have
did. She
the
called her a
audacity.
pussy and everything. She was
then-
like, oh, Kitty means you're pussy.
So then you have the audacity to
you're
walk.
gonna get mollywopped.
That's what I'm saying. You have the audacity to walk back up in there knowing that I'm gonna be there. You gonna get these hands.
Yeah.
Times
Maybe
two.
she just wouldn't
Y'all
have
think
gotten
it
them
was
so
for hands?
soon?
Y'all think it was hands time?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Like maybe she wouldn't have. It was hands time, but maybe she wouldn't have gotten it so soon if Kitty wasn't already hyped. But Kitty had gotten hyped up already, and then here comes this bitch. Like,
And I think because she already disrespected her at first, like if you would have just sold yourself and did what you had to do instead of throwing me under the bus trying to be
don't even
cute.
know me.
But she went up to her like, oh, you the brand ambassador. The girl turned around like, hey, how you doing? Kitty shook her hand with one hand and stole off one on the other.
Listen,
And
I
didn't
said,
stop like a
shouldn't have
DC girl. Like,
should have
she
never
kept going.
disrespected her.
But you know what? That girl was like, I'm gonna sign my name on her face. But you didn't, because Kitty got two firm licks on you.
Two-piece
She got
real
a couple.
quick.
And
She got a couple.
I didn't see Kitty look fine to me when she walked out. I don't think.
Kitty's so sweet. I don't like to see her so riled up like that. Like,
do.
that's-
It's
no,
so funny because you can see the moment that Kitty goes red. Like you can see the moment where she just starts seeing red. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like she's such a nice
see
person, and I feel like if you got to get her to get to that point, there's a problem. So I didn't feel the need for Signature to come in and disrespect her for no reason. If you're trying to sell yourself to Caesar, sell yourself, but don't disrespect me. Because now I'm angry, and now when I see you, all I see is red, and now I'm gonna have to drag you like I did.
See, stop treating your friends and your people that have your back like freaking strangers when y'all have issues. Learn how to communicate. Learn how to stop just barking orders at people. That's not okay. That's not how you run a business. And get some order about your shit. Don't just drink and show up and bark at people. That's how I feel. And talk it out with your girls. Because Donna, like, I'll give it to Donna. I wasn't really... At first, I didn't understand Donna's value as a tattoo artist because I did not really get a chance to study her work. So I don't really know what she brings to the table. But this week, she kind of goes in and starts talking about how much work she's put in. And she does a new tattoo. And I was biting my nails because I was nervous. But y'all, it was like a lotus flower. And it was really pretty. So shout out to Donna because your tats are looking fire now. I was like, okay,
Gross.
Donna.
Yeah, so she has put in the work, and she said that she's worked her butt off for that, and it was like,
Yeah.
and it shows.
Yeah.
It's not like she's just talking.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, she's showing that she has improved. She's doing
Right.
better. She's putting more effort in, kind of. Minus the trip to New Orleans,
it's also-
but she's trying to do better.
It's also like C's values very weird people in the company.
Yeah.
Like, what is, like, someone tell me in the comments, please. Like, this is no shade, no tea, but like, what does Teddy do?
That's his
For this-
cousin, right?
For this, but like, besides like being family or whatever, what does Teddy do for Black Ink that is going to bring in revenue?
That's a fact.
I'll wait. But Donna is an actual tattoo artist, and I'm not saying that Donna was completely right because she presented everything. She presented it wrong. But like, for you to act like she has no value to your company, the show is like.
She's an actual artist.
Yeah.
You have a tattoo shop.
Meanwhile, you're letting Teddy out here, while and do whatever.
Smash every girl in the shop.
Smash every girl in the shop. I'm just saying,
Fire him because he wants to smash a new girl and doesn't want conflict. Like, come on.
I'm just saying, Cease, I think you need to take, the misogyny, put it to the side.
Yes, that's a good word.
Focus
Thanks.
on who actually is like if you're a real businessman, focus on who's actually bringing revenue up into your building.
Exactly. Stop wilding out and just cussing because you can cuss. It's just annoying.
Look at this.
Look at this shit. Oh, speaking of things falling apart, poor Melody.
Oh, yeah.
Her husband has given up on her new lifestyle, honey.
Yeah, man. He's out.
He like, you got me living in this RV with my baby. You coming here asking me. He said your wig is laid and your hair and your makeup is tight, but you don't even have a tattoo gun. What is your life becoming? Those people at 113th are ruining you, and I don't like you anymore.
Ooh.
He told her. He told his wife that on TV.
Wow.
I don't even like your ass. Who are you?
It's real because the thing about it, like though these people on TV and some things are produced, but they're living their life out in front of millions of people, and sometimes their partners don't sign up for that. It's like they do,
that's what it
but
seems
they
like.
don't.
Yeah, but they don't. They
You know
don't
what I'm
really
saying?
know what they're about to get themselves
Exactly,
into.
and so they have to open up and be really personal. And sometimes it gets tiring. What season are they in right now? 6 or 7 of New York.
Yeah.
So I think he's probably aggravated. Like I don't know what are we doing here? Like what's the
He's
goal?
like, that's what he said. He said, we got in this to make each other better, to start this business, to grow our business. And you're turning into something that I don't know. He's like, our business is falling apart. Like, do you not have a tattoo gun?
We definitely see him a lot less than we have in previous seasons.
Yeah.
So I remember last season he wasn't in it as much, and I thought that was weird because not that he was like on all the time, but last season he wasn't on that much, and I was like, I wonder if he is like being like no, because her storyline, besides her beefing with everybody, her storyline went down like significantly.
Yeah.
He probably was like, I'm good on this. Like,
Yeah, right. He probably doesn't understand it either. That's a major
And
culture
especially-
culture clash too. Like from where he's from and what he's witnessing, and it's reality TV, so it's turned up to the max, honey.
And now
it's
they
not
have a
just
baby.
regular ratchet.
Yes.
Yeah,
Their
and he
parents.
mentioned that too. Like, I don't want my kid going through this, or being around like those people. So every time someone has a child, it makes them look at things differently. Puts things into perspective.
I'm just saying, like, can't they live in Jersey and just catch the train over? Like, why do they have to live in an RV? Like, that's just so dramatic to me.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Well, they were
RV?
renting their place out. So if you go someplace else, you have to pay rent.
Oh,
So,
right.
Yeah.
That's tough.
and they were doing the whole like simplistic.
I was
life
just
or
trying to
whatever.
figure out where she was hiding those dreads, honey. How did she have on not
Listen.
dreads? I'm sorry, locks. Where she hide her locks? They was up under that wig. It made me question if they were real.
And that wig was laid.
And the wig
It
was
was.
laid. I'm
I
like,
mean,
I
like-
can't even do that.
Flat to her head, it didn't look like this.
Well, we've
not
questioned-
laid because you could not see
I
a
was
part,
trying to
but,
figure out where.
We questioned Erykah Badu's dreads for a very long time, and then we found out that those weren't real.
But they
so.
look so
True.
real,
They do
y'all.
look real.
They look legit, like real. And then
But
they were just
can't
back.
be, though,
Like,
because it was
They
like,
could be faux locks though.
Yeah.
maybe she
they
had
have
them
to be like
twisted and
faux
tucked like in the back of her shirt.
They could be faux locks where they
Yeah.
twist them in and they take them out and put the wig on.
Yeah, so her actual hair might be like.
I would be like intrigued and mad because they look so real.
Let's do some investigation on Melody's
right?
page. We'll try to find
Let's
out.
do it.
had them
News
for
and
so
gossip next
long.
week. We're gonna find out if Melody's locks are real because that wig was like she pulled that shit off immaculately. I don't know how she did it. Well, y'all want to add anything else about this segment? I mean, this episode before we get into our news and gossip and our predictions and our Jackass of the week.
I will say before we go into Jackass of the Week that I don't think it's fair for Melanie's man to like come at her about like completely changing, because I feel like in a relationship people have to grow. If you don't grow, then you're just stagnant, and what's the point? Like I feel like I just don't think they were as compatible as maybe they thought, because
Yeah.
Yes.
if they would have stayed the same, he would have been mad. If she would have grown, he's mad. Like I don't know. I just think
It seems like they're always mad. Every time they show them, they're mad.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they had the best chemistry.
But
It seemed like maybe they just like it was really, really passionate. He's like maybe they were passionate.
Yeah.
And then when you are connected and you have like a similar vision for your future, and that's what's holding you together, when that changes, it seems like he just made up his mind. He's done. I don't even think it's no convincing him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing that bothers me about everybody is that like relationships of all kinds, friendships, business relationships, romantic relationships, they take work. And it just seems like everything is so cut and dry. And it's just like, okay, you done, get out.
Yeah.
And that's like, in 15 seconds, like that's what happens at the end of every argument on this show. It's like, get out, you're fired. And it's like, why? Why can't we see some other resolutions happen? You know what I mean?
They all need therapy.
Yeah.
Yup.
That would be cool to see a group therapy for them.
Right.
Like, we need to sit down as a shop.
Get it together.
Hash some things out.
Well, we're going to go into our next segment, which is Jackass of the Week.
Hey.
All right. So do you have any nominations for Jackass of the Week? Anybody?
I'm going to go with Ceaser.
I'll go with C's. I can nominate C's.
I'm going to go with Signature.
Damn.
She just
I'm
a
gonna
jackass, ... I don't even think it's of the week.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Signature on this one this week. Because I'm sure Caesar will do something next week that'll make me give it to him.
That is true.
Yeah, she was a complete jackass walking up in the shop, disrespecting the woman who holds the position.
She tried it.
Yeah, not giving her any respect at all and just kind of tooting her little ass up in there thinking nothing was going to happen after she popped off with Kitty. That was a real jackass move, and Kitty showed her why she's not to be played with. So we'll have to see what happens. Maybe we'll talk about that in predictions, what's going to happen with Kitty. But so are we all going to vote?
I'll go with Signature since y'all all go with
Signature.
Signature.
Yeah, let's go with Signature. C's is just being C's. That's always C's.
Yes.
Yeah.
C's is regular C's, which, you know, that might not be a great thing either. C's, you can't be always just be a jackass to the point where it's normal.
We might have to do like a Jackass of the season. At the end.
Jackass
You know
of
why?
the
You know why
season.
C's is
We'll do
not
that.
Jackass of the Week? Because we did get to see the other side of him. When Skye wasn't around, he invited Des to move in with him.
Yes,
He's like,
yes.
as long as you don't mess up my girl, Lady Flo, and you keep things neat, you got a home. He gave his man's a job.
Okay,
You
Signature
know?
gets my vote.
Yeah, Signature C's.
Sorry, C's.
C's, you wasn't all bad this week, bro. I gotta take it back. My apologies. My apologies, bro. You did some good. All right, let's go. Do we have any news? Can we go into our news and gossip segment?
AfterBuzz TV News.
Yes. All right, guys, just a little bit of news. So our favorite person, Fly Tatted Skye, who we love, it looks like she posted a photo today on her Instagram that she is going to be on Wildin' Out. I don't know exactly which episode she's going to be on, but she posted a photo with B. Simone, who everyone knows from Instagram. And I don't know if she's going to, because you know sometimes they have different people on there on different days, but it looks like Skye's going to be on there. So make sure you guys check out Wildin' Out.
And also shout out to Skye, because I forgot to mention that she starts to talk about Miami. That's why she
Yes.
goes off to Miami. Nobody knows. She talks about her boutique.
Brand new shop. So shout out to her. She's doing big things. I love this. Cross shows, Black Ink Chicago and Black Ink New York. It looks like Teddy from Black Ink New York and our beautiful friend Charmaine, they're going to be in Omaha this week, this Saturday, doing like a club appearance. So if you guys are in Omaha, check them out. It looks like it was supposed to be Caesar, and it looks like it's going to be Charmaine and Teddy. And for other Teddy fans in Boston, my second hometown, shout out to
a
the
nice
Bean.
picture of Teddy.
617 3 Stripes. All right, let me calm down. Teddy is going to be at Club Revel, and not only he's going to be there, but he's going to be doing some sounds like he's going to do some tattoos. I don't know.
Teddy don't tattoo.
I know, but it says ink me. Okay, maybe he's not. Maybe that was just his caption. But he is. Yeah, he says TGIF, Ultimate Celebration of Ink and Dope Tattoos. Maybe he's saying if you guys have a dope tattoo, come to Revel in Boston, November 17th. So make sure you guys check out Teddy and say what's up.
Okay, Teddy. Get your
saying.
coin. Get your bookings.
It looks like the crew from New York, they do a lot of club appearances, so make sure you guys check them out.
Because they don't do a lot of tattooing.
That too.
Yes.
They show up, so shout out to them.
Well, if that's all we have for news and gossip, let's go into predictions, guys.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
So it looks like C's has a dramatic reaction to Skye opening a boutique in Miami. I think it's gonna cause some big trouble, but I think they're gonna figure it out. Cease needs to check himself and stop thinking everything's supposed to revolve around him. That's how I feel.
I predict that we're going to see more of Skye doing big things like her business, being a mother. I love that the boys are there. I'm interested to see like if Des is in the shop with his mother because we know
gonna be very interesting.
I feel like it's going to be very interesting and he may see his mom in action and I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm predicting. I feel like, I don't know, with the whole Donna situation and I predict / hope that Cease kind of gets it together and kind of bosses up and he's not fighting.
Going nowhere.
I know she's not going anywhere, but stop fighting with his crew.
Yeah.
Like those are your people. You guys are here to work, and I hope that they just figure it out. I hope that there's no more fights. But it's Black Ink New York.
I was proud of Donna. She walked out calmly.
Yes.
She was
She
like,
did.
okay. She was like, y'all make sure y'all watch y'all back because if it happens to me.
And I liked her and Jada's hair.
Yeah, her hair was cute.
Hair is
And I
very
had
cute.
mine the eyebrows. this time.
Yes, very colorful. Like I need to go wherever they're getting their hair done. I need all of those weaves and wigs. Very beautiful.
Looks
So
fun. Now, speaking of Jada, I think her and Tati are probably gonna get into a fight next week.
Oh,
Because
yes.
she's like trashing Teddy's. Jada is trashing Teddy's car, and you know Tati. Even on this episode, she writes her name on Teddy's chest. You know, with the paint and everything. So she's gonna feel like she has the right.
pressed. And then like tongued him down. I was like, all right, girl. Don't nobody want him.
Exactly. So she's gonna feel like she has the right to check Jada about what she's doing. They gonna fight.
Tati needs it.
And Jada gonna two-piece her.
Jada gonna fold her ass up. Molly
Don't
Walker.
let no penis get you beat up.
Don't
Factual.
get beat up over penis.
I think if anyone's going to be able to check Ceaser about him needing to respect his team, it's going to be Skye. And so I think him coming incorrect towards Skye, she's going to check him, let him know what's up. And so I'm hoping that he kind of takes a step back and is like, you know what? I'm getting a little too big for my britches. And so I'm hoping that this is like an aha moment for him. And then as far as the Jada thing, I mean, I don't condone pouring paint on somebody's car because that's expensive.
That's cray.
But I am interested to see what happens, and I hope Tati kind of knows her place and knows that this is not about you. So you need to.
I feel like it
Back
was
it
like
off.
white liquid soap or something.
Alexa,
in real
play
life.
LMarie tripping. Everybody's chip.
Play
I
bust the
hope it
windows
was
out
paint.
your car.
I hope it was paint.
But we will see. You hope it was
Teddy.
paint? You think Teddy deserves a paint?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He was mad
Teddy
disrespectful. He was mad disrespectful
Teddy,
at that
yeah.
party.
He was
and
very
like
rude.
the reason you are so upset is because you want to separate these two women because you're
Yeah.
trying to mess with the other one after you just
And that's
got done
what she
with Jada.
said. She was like,
Jada,
"You gonna
so-
fire me so you can
Yeah.
just what
Instead
did
of
you say,
being
corral around with
instead
her?"
of just being real and just saying like I like this girl,
Exactly.
it is what it is. But
I just wanted to see Jada be the bigger person, but we'll
same.
see.
I don't want her fighting.
Yeah.
She ain't being a bigger person next week. That was the white bucket of white paint in her arm. All right, well, I guess that's it. You guys have anything else to add before we wrap this thing up?
Cray,
That's
cray,
all.
but we love Black Ink New York.
Yes, we do. And we'll have to wait to see what happens next week. And until then, I'm your girl, Carmen. You can find me on Instagram at king_karma_.
I am Nakia Monet. You can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom. And for fans of reality TV, on Sundays on our sister channel, BHL, me and my guy Howard, we are doing a show called Back to Reality. We talk about all reality shows, including this one.
And I am LMarie, even though these two over here be loving to call me by my government. But you guys can find me on Instagram and on
My
Twitter
bad,
at
G.
LMarie TV.
Sorry.
And I'm Drew Jones. You can follow me on all the things at OKDrewJ.
And thanks for tuning in, guys. Until then, we'll see you next week.
Bye. See ya.
Okay.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.